so far, where we got to is the drilling, which is actually ongoing. We've done more or less about 11 holes, and we've started our cutting, and very soon we start the sampling. We are still just waiting for some few things like our standards, and then the blanks that we are going to use for to actually do our QQC. The QQC is very important with respect to the MRE, that's the mineral resource estimate that we are going to do. Without that, there's no company or any investor who is going to recognize any report that you write after the work so far that you've done over here. And the more reason that we came here for this visit is actually to review the logging that you've done, because we need consistency of the logging so that at least for the theoretical units that we've identified of every hole that you drill, or the cores that actually gotten from the holes, should actually have some sort of uniformity or some sort of conformity in a way that when you are modeling and then for the resource estimation, you will not have a lot of differences in the lithologies that you encountered in all these holes, or the rock types that you encountered. So we actually had a very good engagement with the geologist on the project, that is Solo. Since morning we've been on these rocks for the review of the logs that he did, and he's done a very good job so far. There are some few cases that actually we had to come in to do some sort of editing or rectification of some of the units that we thought were actually deviating from one hole to the other. So far we've come out with consistency for all the rock units or the lithological units that we are going to use for the further drilling that we are going to do the project. So that is why we actually came here today. And one other thing with respect to the mineral resource estimation is that for the QOQC per se, if you are not able to come out of QOQC, that's quality assurance and quality control, that will be acceptable worldwide, you cannot actually sell yourself or your company, the work that you've done, to any investor. That's the more reason we also engage SRK, and I'm here with Mr. Ashia, who is from SRK, and he's actually coming up with the standard that they think it will help us to actually produce a very feasible report, whether maybe it's a pre-feasibility study report or whatever report that will come out from the work that we are doing. It depends solely on the SRK guys, a qualified person or a competent person. So for them to make sure that the data is okay and is good enough for them to use for the MRE, they always have a representative here who visits the project sometimes to make sure that every data we get here is actually will be good for them to use to produce a report that will be internationally accepted. So Mr. Ashia will also come in and actually tell us some of the requirements that they needed from us, and so far whether we are on those ones and they are satisfied with us and the work that we've done so far. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like Doug said, a project like this, you have geologists and the technical team working on it, but then the SRK comes in because you cannot do your own job, your own work, and declare your own resource. Nobody will believe you. So that is why from the onset, AEMG has involved SRK in the operations, so that at the end of the day, if you finish drilling and the estimation, resource estimation, SRK will do it and at least certified, which will be recognized by the market and other third parties, and also recognized by all stakeholders. So, like I indicated earlier, onset of the project, SRK has been here. Unfortunately, due to cost implications, SRK is not at site 24 hours all time around. But from time to time like this, we come and visit and ensure that the SOPs that was set up with AEMG, if they are duly following it, regarding the drilling, regarding the sampling and dispatch and everything. So like Doc indicated earlier, we have done the drilling, 11 holes done already. Some of the holes are a lot of them have been locked, cut, and we are waiting for these QAQC samples, the blank and standard, so that at least it can be dispatched. As we speak now, what the project needs more funding so that at least this dispatch of the samples to the lab we can speed up. Very important, and if the moment we're able to do that, it's going to help the project to cut down costs, because at the moment we don't know, even though we have had SRF assays and we had indications of iron and other base metals like zinc and copper, not until you send the samples to the lab, so that recognized analytical laboratories analyze your samples and give you the grades. You cannot be 100% confident that you have A, B, or C. So the moment we're able to do this first shipment and samples are analyzed, during logging, what was observed by the geologists, and the results can you actually compare and see. So the subsequent shipment and the sampling protocols, you can cut down all the waste, because if you know that is waste already, there's no point of sending them to the lab. And from the logs that we have seen here, it's a good job has been done, and the geologists on the project, they have control of the geology. And Doc indicated earlier, from time to time, technical team members like Doc, Dr. Yame, Dr. Nimo, and SRK, we are here to also ensure that the quality of work is brought to acceptable standard. So on the part of SRK, so far so good. We have spent the whole day at the culture today reviewing the geological logs, looking at the holes, the drill holes, some of the drill holes, to compare with the logs, and everything is in place. What is left now is that you go home and look at the QAQC protocols too. And before you leave site, very soon we are going to do actual sampling and bagging and shipment. So we make sure that the protocols that we have agreed is also in place and is being implemented to the letter. So far, so good. It's not a difficult task, but it just requires a lot of funding. Iron, unlike gold, is not too difficult to do it. So with the support, I think the project, what we all anticipated, will come to fruition. But for now, the most important thing is that we dispatch the samples immediately to the lab to guide the drilling that we are doing, to guide future sampling, and also enable to cut costs to actually boost the project. So on the part of SRK, AEMG is on course. Yeah.
Myself and Mr. Chair have said we are actually on course. Everything is actually going on very well. and we hope at the end of the day we are going to produce a very good report from SRK, contribution from AEMG, more especially from our project Geo in the field, that is Solo, and then our chief Geo, Kwame, who is our commercial manager, and all the other guys who have been actually putting a lot of effort for this project to come to this stage. So we hope at the end of the day everything is going to be okay, and our name will be on the good books of the government, and then the investors will be coming here in future to take over. So I will say thank you to everyone, more especially the guys who have been on site all the time.
I think Doc has said it all. To me, if you ask me, I've been here many times. This is not the first time. I would say that from the CEO, Mr. Isaac Obendako, to the Chief Operating Officer, Same, and his team, they have a team in place, including all the technical staff, geologists, and even the field technicians. There's a team. The AEMG has a team in place. So with the support, there's nothing you cannot do it. Yeah. If it's really there, you find it. That's what I would say. If it's there, you find it, because they have a team in place, and also a supportive management. So with a little push, I think you do well. Yeah.